I'm all for this move, and so should you. And again, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to sit there and watch what he says or watch what he does. But it's going to be your loss if you're going to take that road and make that decision for yourself. Honestly. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I'm a fan at the end of the day. I'm going to stay in my lane for this one. I could sit here and preach, oh, he's a hypocrite, oh, he's made this decision, he's got to live with it, blah, blah, blah. I already see Ryan Satin like a fucking absolute fucking degenerate, low-life piece of shit. Oh, well, WWE wrote him back. This one didn't age well. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say, Satin. Nobody. You don't even cover pro wrestling anymore. Shut your fucking mouth. I'm glad that he's back. Is he a hypocrite? Sure. I could sit here until I'm blue in the face tell you he's a fucking hypocrite. Do I care? Is what JD from New York on YouTube is gonna fucking call CM Punk a hypocrite? Is that gonna change his mind on what he needs to do, what he's gonna have to do, and how much money he wants to make? Oh, JD don't like it. JD called me a hypocrite, man. Oh, the Solid Monster called me a hypocrite, man. Oh, Steven Larson called me a hypocrite. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Sure. Is CM Punk a hypocrite? No fucking shit, Sherlock. Thanks, Columbo. How long did it take you to figure out that fucking case? CM Punk is best for business. He was best for business for AEW. The product has suffered ever since he left. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Collision on most weeks is completely unwatchable. Doesn't have the same vibe anymore. I heard they put on a good show tonight. I'm looking forward to watching what happened in the Continental Classic. Heard Brody King and Eddie Kingston had a banger match. I'm going to watch it, but the show is not the same when CM Punk had left the company. Everything was just amplified when he was there. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Everything was better when he was there. Whether you like him or not. You don't think he's going to have the same effect here in WWE? What did you expect to happen? Did you really expect him to go to Impact? Where was he going to go? He's going to uproot his life. Yeah, let me leave Chicago and go live in Japan for fucking 6 months. No, it's not going to happen. No, he's not going to Japan. He's not going to MLW. He's not going to work the indies under a mask. He's not going to Impact. TNA, whatever the fuck they're calling themselves now. It was either WWE, or if he didn't show up tonight, the speculation would be, CM Punk is the devil. Until the Royal Rumble. And then the devil reveal would happen at World's End in December, and it wouldn't be Punk, and then the speculation would be, Punk is going to be in the Rumble. It's just best for business. I said it once, and I said it 1,000 fucking times. Do you not think about what Triple H is thinking ahead of everybody else? Seriously. Now, I didn't expect him to return so soon, but I'll tell you what, we'll get into in a second. Do you realize what this does now for WrestleMania? Do you realize what this does for WrestleMania season? Unbelievable. Triple H, as soon as CM Punk was fired from AEW, WWE, I knew that people were going to start coming up with theories and, oh yeah, he's on his way back. And Punk really wasn't shy about where he wanted to go, even when he was with AEW. Showed up behind WWE doors, showing up to Monday Night Raw while under AEW contract. He showed up at Monday Night Raw in December when they were in Chicago. He always wanted to be back there. He realized that the AEW thing was not going the way that he wanted. He eventually got fired. You don't think that Triple H, as soon as CM Punk was fired from AEW, didn't have visions of putting a microphone in this man's hand in 2023, bringing him back to the company after all these years and giving this man a live microphone on his show to say whatever the fuck he wants. Triple H can do whatever he needs to do to show how WWE is superior to AEW. It is not difficult for him to do that. It's not. But what Triple H can't do is go out there and be visceral with his words. He can't do that. He's too professional. He's the face of the company. But you know who could do that? CM Punk can certainly do that within the boundaries and within the guidelines of WWE. You don't think WWE is going to send this man out on Monday and the fucking world is going to burn down? You don't think this man is going to highlight where he was? You don't think this man is going to cry about how fucking unprofessional that other place was? And you're going to get meme after meme after meme about CM Punk being back in the WWE, putting down AEW on Monday Night Raw. Meanwhile, Triple H is going to be snickering like a little fucking schoolgirl in the back, rubbing his hands together like fucking some evil villain, laughing his ass off. Whatever they can do to stomp their foot onto AEW's face, they will do it. Where Triple H can't do that, CM Punk will be able to do that. That in itself was an attractive, hey, we need to go get CM Punk in WWE. Now, this vastly changes WrestleMania season. This vastly changes WrestleMania season. Big time. We were talking about Seth Rollins versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't think that's fucking happening anymore. I don't. That is not happening at WrestleMania anymore. Gunther may be the Intercontinental Champion as long as Roman Reigns is holding the Universal Championship at this rate. CM Punk is already factored into a main event slot at WrestleMania against Seth Rollins. There's nobody else. What do you do with him? CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. You don't mean to tell me you're not interested in that match? You're not interested in what those two men can create? After the things that Seth Rollins has said, and now this man that he spoke ill will of is now staring him in the face? You don't think that's great storytelling? You're not here for that. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Gunther now, honestly, in my opinion, has got a date with Brock Lesnar. Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar going after the Intercontinental Championship. Let's just keep adding on to Gunther in the Intercontinental title reign that he has. Brock Lesnar would be the gravest challenge. He's already stated that Lesnar is his final boss. What better way to solidify the greatest Intercontinental title reign than having Lesnar go after it and Gunther beats Lesnar? Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar. And whatever else you want to do. Jimmy versus Jey Uso. LA Knight versus Logan Paul. What else? What's next? Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch. Io versus Bayley. I don't know. Come up with something. I mean, WrestleMania season has just kind of transformed itself into something else on top of what we've already talked about. I don't know why anybody's not for this move. I genuinely don't understand why anybody is not for this move. This is probably the best decision that they made. WWE is not going to let what AEW did with CM Punk. They're not. Again, I have to reiterate. Is CM Punk a hypocrite? Sure. But what business is it of yours to give a shit? I don't give a fuck. I'm here to make money. I'm here to be the best fucking live stream in the entire fucking wrestling space. And believe me, we got 8,200 fucking people in here. I didn't have this many people for WrestleMania. I didn't. And you don't want CM Punk back. The fuck do you give a shit about what I have to say about CM Punk? If you're not a fan of CM Punk, you don't give a shit. But if you do give a shit about CM Punk and you want to hear other people talk about CM Punk because you're a fan of CM Punk, that's why you're here. That's why you're here. Monday Night Raw became the most-see Monday Night Raw since the pipe bomb. Just like Collision, the debut episode, was must-see, just like The First Dance was the most must-see AEW show in the history of AEW. CM Punk does that. Nobody else can do that. What and who was doing that on current WWE television right now? What? Tell me what? The bloodline is over. It's nearing the end. They weren't even on the fucking show tonight. LA Knight is fantastic, but he's not the type of caliber superstar that CM Punk is. Randy Orton's back. He'll inject a nice little boost to WWE television. He looks fucking unbelievable. Seth Rollins, great champion, but he's not must-see. You're not tuning into Monday Night Raw to see Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes, love Cody Rhodes. But is what Cody Rhodes, what he was doing on Monday Night Raw, is it fucking lighting the world on fire? No. Every week, it's Judgment Day versus this one, Judgment Day versus that one. It's the same fucking matches every week. Who on WWE television? Gunther's the best thing about WWE television right now. 100%. And they got him wrestling the fucking Miz tonight. Nobody on current WWE television is doing what CM Punk is doing right now. Look at the fucking views that the man brought in. Now, Raw's ratings are going to be a very telltale sign by the fucking geeks because that's all they really view as metric. They drew a 1.5. Punk is not a draw. I'm sorry, I don't really base it on Monday Night Raw ratings going up against Monday Night Football. I don't base everything based on ratings. Sorry. I don't sit there until Alvarez reveals the ratings at 4:07 p.m. on a Tuesday. I don't do that. I got things to do. Things are going to change here. Things are going to change. And for the better. Get used to it. I can't wait to see what happens next. Seriously.